Hey guys, it's Joel from MoonlitsHollow, back again with another video. I've recently been a little sick, so my voice might be a little hoarse, I might need to stop or cough here and there, but please bear with me. I've got some stuff that's really important that I want to speak about with you all today, and I want to try to keep it clear and concise, but knowing me, probably going to rant and rave just a little bit. That's okay. Let's jump right into it. Heaven and hell are locations in the spiritual plane that you can visit. Then hell is not a place of damnation and persecution. It's kind of funny that we'll explain that persecution part in a minute. And hell isn't a place for good souls. Okay, now if that disagrees with your beliefs as a religious person, as a Christian, or whatever, that's fine. This is the MoonlitsHollow truth. This is my truth to you. This is my experiences and the experiences of others. Okay? We all have individual paths. It's important for us to follow our individual path within us. We cannot always conscribe to the ideas of others, just like you cannot conscribe to my ideas. All individual paths are necessary. We must follow our own individual path. We should never follow others. We can only find that truth, half-truth, that vision, that whatever within us. Truth is not truth. Truth is dogma. There's no such thing as a single truth, a single value, a single gospel or right to the universe. There's different answers. There's different questions, and that's how it's meant to be. So be your own person and find your own individual truth. And if you decide that individual truth is of Christianity or a different religion, great. But I'm here to speak about the MoonlitsHollow truth, and that's what we're here for today. But I wanted to make mention that your truth is accepted, and I welcome it. But there are other truths out there that you might not have even thought of, and I'm happy to share them with you. Excuse me. There are places, heaven and hell are places in the spiritual plane. You can visit them. They do have influence on other planes of existence as well, but they're mostly spiritual plane orientated. So through astral projection, you can visit them. Hell is not a place of damnation. Hell is a part of the Infernal. The Infernal is a faction of individuals, including the Goetia, Lucifer, Lilith, Nyx, Erebus, Coquette, all these entities working together under the banner of the Infernal. The Infernal existed or came about long ago, in times of great war and bloodshed, not between Christianity hadn't been born yet, but between light and dark energies. Excuse me. Back in the beginning, there wasn't balance between these two energies, these two forces. And so light would persecute dark, and dark would persecute light, and each would want to win against the other, to destroy the other, so that they could protect their existence. There was great wars being propagated, and these factions were manipulated by puppeteers, by people that wanted to set them against each other, for no real reason. There was no reason why they were a threat to each other, but it's like the idea was planted in their minds, and so they followed that perspective, and it led them to war and bloodshed. And so great numbers of light entities and dark entities waged war for countless trillion years, billions of years, and it wasn't good. All hands were bloody. There was no right or wrong. There was just death and suffering, and that's not okay. And so the Infernal was created. It's a faction that supports and protects dark-aligned entities, entities that have majority dark energies in their system. Sometimes dark-aligned entities can have light energies, or other energies too. It's not just dark things. This is the misconception. Many of these entities have light energies in them. They have balance, they have void or chaos, of which both have dark and light in them. It's really an interesting thing. I think it's important to understand that the Infernal came about as an answer to a problem, to protect the dark-aligned entities, to protect them, to free them from persecution, and keep them safe. And so the Infernal fought the war, and eventually the war came to a close. Now we have the Infernal in present time, of hell, other realms, other planets, other civilizations, all under the banner of the Infernal. The Goetia were originally dark primordials, dark precursors, powerful entities beyond gods, beyond those such things that created worlds and soul races and civilizations that laid down their titles and became the Goetia. They became those idolized demons that protected and ensured the survival of the Infernal and all of its people. That's their story. Hell is not a terrible place. It's a fantastic place to visit. There's lots going on, lots of different cultures and beliefs, and great people running around. There's lots of light entities there too. Fae, celestials, starseeds. Lots of people, all different alignments, different cultures, beliefs, what have you, all running around. You can visit these locations. They are accessible. Heaven is very restricted, but hell is within reach. Within heaven. Not a place of, Christian souls necessarily. There's lots of angels, yes, Christian angels, of which are not the only angels in the universe, and humans and many other celestials and other light-aligned entities too. They don't have a happy policy towards dark-aligned entities. None are permitted in heaven without, due restriction and or special invitation, but it does happen. They're not these places as depicted in religious text. Okay? Those ideas and concepts did once have merit. Okay? Heaven and hell, perhaps. Hell has never been a place of damnation or judgment, but heaven was once perhaps that place of salvation. Yes. Not anymore. It's not. When we come to the spiritual plane, you might disagree with me, might say that, well, there's lots of Christians on earth, Joel, how, and I'm sure there's Christians, souls maybe in other places too, why is it not a thing? Well, the Christian pantheon and Christianity in the spiritual plane elsewhere has been brought to a close. They're not active or as strong as they used to be. They've sort of come to, they've declined until they've come to a close. Christianity is still around, and your belief is still intact, and you can still be that good person. You can still pray to God and the archangels and whatever you wish. But heaven is not what it used to be. It's a closed system. No one comes in, no one goes out. It's very dormant and quiet there now. There's not much activity. But hell can be visited. Other places in the Infernal Empire can be, or rather the Infernal, can be visited. And that's up to you. You can go there and make your own, dissertation or your own opinion of the circumstances there. It's important to understand that. Sorry, excuse me, I need a drink. It's important to understand that frequency and dark energy is not bad. Lower frequencies are not bad. Frequencies are frequencies. Everything has value. Everything has place. There's so many people trying to raise up and to ascend and move beyond. How about you take value in what you are now, and who you are now, and who your soul is in the true self? Why are you trying to escape who you are and what's inside you? I think that's a travesty. I think that's not how it should be. You should find love and value in yourself, in your energies, in who you are, in what's inside you. And that's okay, that's what we should be doing, not running, not loving ourselves and pushing away certain aspects, but loving all of us, loving all of other people too. Frequencies do not dictate lower or higher. When it comes to planes of existences, spiritual, metaphysical, which is a mix of sort of spiritual and physical, so imagine Earth, but with the ability to see spirits more and have more interaction from them, and magic flow a lot more stronger. Sorry, we also have mental planes, planes of consciousness. In all these different planes of existences, frequency is a category type. It does influence, excuse me here, it does influence what, I suppose, planes there are and how they function, but there's also other things to planes. Different dimensional qualities, different energies, different forces, different timelines. There's all sorts of things that come into play with planes of existence. Frequency is not important, really. There's like 300 other things that dictate where planes sit and how they interact with other planes, etc. And So, lower frequency is not bad, higher frequency isn't good, it's just a thing. Wavelengths all have different purposes and values. And we shouldn't, different wavelengths of color, there's different colors and hues to things. There's not one that's better than the other, they all have value. Same with energies, dark and light energies all have value. They're not, we always think of angels as good, and that's because they are depicted as good, sorry. Particularly in Christianity and other religions too. But they're not always good. Angels can kill. Angels can cause suffering. That's not a stereotypical sort of good thing, is it? Dark beings can heal and assist and guide and aid and everything. There's such a... It's a terrible thing. We always see light as good and dark as bad. Both have value, both have merit. Neither are connected to morality. It's all about that expression. Energies are an expression of our will. Doesn't matter the energy. It's our will by which our energy expresses. It's us that dictates what the energy does. That's all it ever is. I think it's important to understand that heaven and hell and many other places of controversy, mention a religion, etc., they're places you can visit. You can visit the Norse realms. You can visit the Norse gods. They're places you can visit. Okay? You don't always have to say, I believe in you to get in. You can just go there. You'd have to find your way, and other people can show you, but you can get there. You can speak to these are people. Okay? Lucifer is a person. Odin, and Thor and the others, they're people. You can speak to them. They may not come and open the door and let you in straight away, but you can talk to them. They're people first and foremost. We always put these entities on a pedestal. Yes, revere them for their strength, their intellect, their power, etc., but understand that they're people, and we should treat them like people. That's important. We should treat all spirits, all entities that are not incarnated, all souls, as people, first and foremost. It's a bit of a rant today, but I hope that you sort of gained a new idea from this, that you understand that there's more to things than meets the eye. There's more to things, and we can do things better. We are not beholden to our past. We can move forward. In today's age, the Infernal is actively working towards neutrality and peace with light-aligned entities, light-aligned factions. Not because, not in a vain attempt to make up for the past can't be forgiven or forgotten, but because we don't have to fight anymore. We don't have to beat each other's throats. We don't have to love each other and hug each other, but we can manifest peace and neutrality and let go and move forward. We can lick our wounds, we can heal, we can all, including light-aligned people, be better people. We can grow, we can be better. All of us that have made mistakes, that have shed blood, caused issues. Okay, we can move forward. And that's the key theme here. I hope that you found this interesting. Apologies for my hoarse throat and trouble speaking, but these videos are never meant to be perfect. So I'm not here to sit and paint a pretty picture and make things perfect, because that's not who I am. I'm a raw, uncut, person. I like to tell people how things are, as they are. And I hope that you found value in this, that it opens your mind to a different perspective. If my views upset you, so be it. I don't really care. No, but really, we're all entitled to our different views, and we do disagree with other people, but I still respect your views and encourage your views. I encourage you to follow your path, but my voice I still want to make known as well. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to speak to you all soon. Thanks everyone. Bye.